Hi and welcome to the Arsenal Circle. Here to talk to you today about the latest fixture between Arsenal and Crystal Palace. A 4-1 victory for the Gunners. A big victory. And really happy that we got a huge win, putting us 8 points clear come April. And that is going to be massive for our title hopes because, they've got their game in hand, but just the perception of being 8 points clear is such a presence, especially with just 10 games to go. Every point is important now. Every point could decide the title, and it's very good that we got this victory today. But let's go straight into it. Let's talk about the lineup because that's how we want to start all of these videos. Unchanged from our last Premier League match, apart from Rob Holding, who comes in for Saliba. Obviously, Saliba has retained an injury lasting several weeks. We don't know how long it will be. It's not good that he's injured, but I must say Rob Holding did not have a bad game. He had a pretty good game there. I can't slander it. He played fine. He played okay. I think, maybe we keep a clean sheet if Saliba's there. Don't let in that goal from a corner, but I doubt the score would have changed much with Saliba there. So, good thing that it's not made much of an impact, and good that we can rely on Holding because, let's not lie, we are going to need to sign a better backup centre-back than Rob Holding because Rob Holding is okay if we're expecting to finish top 5, but if we're fighting for the title, that's not a reliable backup, and neither is Jakub Kiwior in my opinion. I think we do need some strong defensive cover come next season, but that's it's definitely not our priority. I would say midfielder is definitely our priority. But speaking of midfield, they did brilliant today. Let's go straight into it because Partey, Xhaka, and Odegaard all played well. Odegaard recently has been a bit less involved, which is unfortunate, but in terms of the actual output, obviously he's always involved in the play, and he's our captain, and he's brilliant. But in terms of scoring and assisting, he hasn't done that much recently. But, good to see Xhaka on the back-to-back games, back-to-back goals for him with the daughter celebration. So that was nice. And, really nice to see Martinelli bounce back straight away after that penalty miss against Sporting. But, let's talk about the first half for a bit because it was just a really dominant display. That was a display of champions, and I was really proud of the team because, we drew to Sporting, and you know what we've done so well this season? It's react. And we did it again, and it's so good to see Arsenal react because usually, if this is last season, I've said this a couple of times, the opposite will happen. We'll get a negative result, and we'll let the run continue. It's what happened when we lost to Brentford. It's what happened, when we got some dodgy results in February last season. It never got better, and it's what we capitulated at the end of last season. Let's not lie. But this season, we did have some bad form. It almost happened to us when we lost to Everton, then we drew to Brentford, then we lost to City, and we're thinking, oh no. But look at us. We bounced back, and we've done it again. We've drawn to Sporting. We're out of the Europa League, but we've taken it as a positive. We've said, you know what? Let's go 8 points clear, and let's go for this title now because there's no excuses. I truly believe that there is no excuses. If we want to win the title, there is no reason why we shouldn't now. No reason. Absolutely none. We have to win the title, and this team is good enough to do it. You saw it today. Just a truly outstanding performance. 4 goals. We're just 2 goal difference behind Manchester City now. I know they have a game in hand, but that doesn't necessarily mean they'll gain goal difference on us. They could draw or lose. Unlikely, I know. But goal difference is what it might come down to, and we have to start looking at it. So 4 goals is crucial. I know we conceded 1, which is unfortunate, but it's still a 3-goal lead. And, more than 2 goals in a match should be enough to catch City, hopefully, eventually, because they can't score 5 in every match, although they probably will. But, just really brilliant that we got the victory today. But, so the first half, really dominant performance, as I said. Martinelli, instant impact from bouncing back from that penalty miss, as I said, and Saka on the score sheet, which is just lovely to see. Saka is now the first player in the Premier League to have 10 goals and 10 assists. That's it. I thought it was like under 21s. No, he's just that good that he is the only player to have 10 goals and 10 assists for us. And the last person to do that was Alexis Sanchez in 16-17, I think. So, you know, special people that we're comparing him to. And Martinelli, I'm sure if, well, to be fair, he probably won't get that. But Trossard could get there. He's on 8 and 8. Trossard is on 8 and 8 this season. Not with us, obviously. Half of that is with Brighton. But since signing for us, 7 goals and assists since January. That is incredible. It's phenomenal how good he is. And Martinelli, 6 goals in his last 6 games. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, our attack has turned into something unplayable recently. 4 goals in our last game. We scored, I think, 3 in the game before that. 4 against Everton. And we've just been dominating. It's really good to 3-0 against Fulham, 4-0 against Everton. Really good to see that we're getting a lot of goals now, and a lot more people are getting on the score sheet, and that's brilliant. Another man I wanted to give a big mention to today is Partey. Oh my gosh, he runs the midfield. It's so integral. This guy is so good at CDM. He glides with the ball. He glides with excellence, and he dodges, he darts past defenders. He's giant and he darts past defenders. And when he's not on the ball, best believe you do not want to be one-on-one with him, because he will win that ball. He is incredible. Thomas Partey, just take a bow. What a performance from him today. And just truly brilliant. And all round a great performance. Great game that we played, and was really happy to see us get a lot of goals. And another shout out has to be for Ben White. He played brilliant. But yeah, let's talk about the second half now, because I am rambling a little bit. Straight away, instant impact. Granit Xhaka, what a goal. Good goal to get. I know it's Crystal Palace, but come on. We have to take this. We have to take this result and look at every positive we can take from it. And then Saka, a brilliant strike, assisted by Kieran Tierney, who is the last player that I wanted to give like a special shout out to, because from the bench he came on. What a cameo, Kieran Tierney showing why he should still, he can compete with Zinchenko. I think we'd be we'd be fine without Zinchenko. I'm not saying, I don't think we'd be in a title race, but I think we'd be well and truly in the top 3 without Zinchenko, which just shows that Tierney is a brilliant football player still, right? And I don't think he's that far away from Zinchenko in terms of ability, because Tierney, we saw last season, Man City wanted him, Newcastle now want him, and I really hope he stays. He's so good, and he's such a good backup to have. Much more reliable than Tomiyasu out on the right, which is no diss to Tomiyasu, because I understand that he's still working on improving his game, and it's quite difficult to have your position being replaced and then working back to get it. But if there's one man that knows how that feels right now, it's Gabriel Jesus. How can we bench Trossard? He's playing so well. And it's another assist for him today. I don't know about Jesus, to be honest. Do we start him in our next game? Because he will be fully fit, because it's in 12 days' time. It's after the international break. So do we start him? Let me know what you think about that one. I think we should. I think he's ready to. And he just offers something else in the attack. Something else that no other player is able to give. And he really is incredible. But yeah. Let's talk about Palace for a bit, because I don't just want to focus on Arsenal. It's a whole match review. It's a biased match review. But we still like to talk about the other team a bit, because Palace, they've had really poor form, and they haven't scored a lot of goals. So scoring here today is definitely a positive to take from the game for them, and I'm sure they'll be happy with that. You got to remember, they've got a 19-year-old goalkeeper playing. They've just sacked their manager, and they're in a really bad position coming into this match, expected to lose about 4-0. They did concede 4 goals, but they got one. I think they'll take that. Obviously no professional should be taking that in terms of, it's a good result. Of course it's not a good result, but they'll be happy that they got a goal, and they'll be happy that, maybe they can somehow turn this form around. Maybe this might be the start of something, because I think they've got an easier run of fixtures coming up. And Palace aren't going to go down. Let's be honest with ourselves. They're not going to go down. And God knows why they sacked Vieira, but I'm sure they'll be fine. And, you know, good fans today. They tried to do their job, but, you know, we are just a lot better than them. Let's not lie to ourselves. We are just a better team on paper, and we deserve to win the match. It's as simple as that. And now we just have to go on and win the league. Referee, he was okay today. There was 3 for VAR decisions for goals, and they all were allowed, so cool. I don't think any of them should have been disallowed, so I think that's fair. Yeah, QE also made an appearance, which is nice to see. And Smith Rowe, I like that he's getting more and more minutes, but I think he should be getting more. I say this every time, but Smith Rowe is so good. He's so good, and he's rotting on our bench, and I feel bad for the guy. It's like we didn't make a song with him in it compared to Saka, without believing that he was on the level of Saka. Last season, it was a debate: who's better, Smith Rowe or Saka? This season, Smith Rowe can't even make the 11, and I get that because Odegaard is so good and Martinelli is so good. But I'd just like to see him get more minutes. You see, Manchester City, they will be rotating their squad around a lot more than we are, because they have the depth to do so. Smith Rowe is that depth to do so. He's the one position in which I feel like we would be able to rotate with. And even if that is for Granit Xhaka, I think he can play that role. Because obviously it's hard to bench our captain, right? Bench Granit Xhaka. Why not? I think Smith Rowe could do a job there. You know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not saying to start Smith Rowe. I'm just saying to, you know, bring him on early in the match. Give him half an hour. You know, give him time to get an assist or a goal, because he really is the level of our first team players. We didn't make a song about him for no reason. And Jorginho obviously came on as well. Not much to say about him. Kiwior, nice to get him his first Premier League appearance and some minutes. But apart from that, you know, that's all I wanted to say, really. Just a really good routine performance, routine victory. We've got 12 days of rest now. 12 days of rest. Obviously, some of the players will be going on international duty, so not 12 players for everyone. But it gives Arteta 12 days to focus on our next fixture, which is against Leeds, I believe. And then we got Liverpool. So 2 big matches coming up. We should beat Leeds, and then we should beat Liverpool. But all we can do is pray for now, because Liverpool are such a topsy-turvy team. And who knows with Leeds? They just scored 4 against Wolves. Although, is that an achievement these days? Who knows? Let me know what you thought about the match in the comment section down below. Do you think Arsenal will win the league? Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.